one of the things that I really want to talk about is how does a person really survive this? Prison is a real brutal, harsh, demoralizing, dehumanizing, institutionalizing environment. And how do you keep hope and faith over a period of time when you lose your family, you lose your loved ones, the children are gone, everything is gone. So how do you keep that hope, that faith, that everything is going to be all right, that you still have a purpose in life? And I keep it by this right here, knowing that I do today matters. How I treat people matters. What I believe in matters. When I sit back and see an injustice and I challenge that injustice, it matters. I will continue to fight for that which is right. I'm not just a prisoner sitting here, doing things just to be doing things. So I don't want nobody to misunderstand that. I don't have a gripe. I believe that there's a lot of injustice going on inside the criminal justice system. I believe you can't reform it. I believe it has to be abolished. I believe you have to educate, organize, and educate the masses inside and outside the prison system in order to bring about the necessary change. And I believe that about the whole capitalist imperialist system, that this is a system that can't be reformed. It's a system that's not designed to meet the needs of the people. It's a system that's designed for itself. And so I believe that we can have a better world. I dream of a better world to where everybody that's oppressed, regardless of race, color, or creed, or sexual orientation, can live in harmony, where we can create a system that really meets the needs of the people instead of a handful, where we can have a justice system that is not a vindictive system, but it's a preventive justice system. You can't correct a person a lot of times once he gets in prison if you don't try to correct them before they come to prison. And it's all about the conditions. It's the conditions that a person grows up in, the environment that the person grows up in. And I believe that we can create a system that can produce a productive environment for people to just live and love one another. But we can't do it up under this current system. Do it up under. And I wish people start to realize that and start to just have a dream of a place. Not only for yourself, but for your kids. And really being realistic. I'm not a realist. I'm a realist. It may not happen in my lifetime, but I know it would happen. So what I do today won't be in vain. It will come. But if I sit back and do nothing, then nothing will change. So that's why I'm doing what I can do today. Knowing that change will come. I want a better place. I have grandchildren, even though I've never seen them. Can you imagine that? been in prison for 40 years and never seeing your grandbabies, never having a chance to touch them or hug them. You have a daughter that you've never even touched and hugged. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that everything you love has been taken away? And all you got is these four walls? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that instead of you sitting around looking at human beings, that they're being transformed into prison beings, and you're surrounded by dogs, rats, snakes, and even wild pussycats? Can you imagine that? This is what this place is. You know, but there's a lot of good people in here. You know, there's a lot of good people in here. And that's what we have to see. That's what we have to reach for. You know? And again, my name is Christopher Trotter. I'm talking to you live from inside the belly of the beast at Wabash Valley Correctional Facility. And I'd like to thank Ben, my comrade, my friend. I'd like to thank Andrea, my comrade, my friend, for all the support. I'd like to thank In the Belly, because if it wasn't for In the Belly, I wouldn't have never met Ben. Thanks for the pod seed. And I just thank everybody that supported the fundraiser. We need you to please go to fundraiser.com, help Christopher Trotter's legal fees, and you know, just continue to just dream of a better place. And I thank everybody.